Hey everybody, how you guys doing? I'm Coach K. Today we're going to be learning some alpha trading techniques and how to understand where Bitcoin might go and how I have been so confident in a lot of the calls that I make and why.
Fat candle, fat candle, fat candle, huge fat candle.
On a bull market,
Fat candle, fat candle.
we're going to see multi-X gains again.
Fat candle.
Almost every single day I'll be making a video for all of you to teach you how to read markets and be more accurate as a trader and make more profit. What I want you guys to do right now, smash like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see you in a second. Hey everyone, I'm Coach K, and today we're going to learn all about how to be an alpha trader and how to read Bitcoin in a way that you probably have never even heard of before or seen. So let's get started, and don't forget to watch the whole entire video so that you get the whole perspective of what you should be looking for. It will be short, it'll be sweet, and you'll get a lot of value out of it. Let's get started. So we look at Bitcoin, right? I am an Ichimoku trader. So I use the Ichimoku Hinko Hayo, which has a few things. Number one, we have this green level. For me, I use a green and I use red. Green is the Tenkan-sen, the red is the Kijun-sen, and we can learn all about this later. I also use the 21-day EMA, the 100-day EMA, and the 200 EMA, okay? As well as, of course, price action and volume, as well as support and resistance. So it seems like a lot, but they all fit really nicely into my strategy and give me tons of confluence. We see that Bitcoin had this dump the other day. A lot of people, when we were about this level, around 11.7, I said, the market looks like it's about to dump. And people asked me why. And I said, well, look how many times we tried to break this level and we really just can't do it. And so I thought we're going to have some weakness, we're going to dump. Now, the market started to dump, but people didn't really see why it would dump. What's the reason behind it? So I started looking around. This stuff, what you learn right now, will help you understand the market so much clearer. So please make sure that you pay attention because this will help you a lot. Few things that you need to have. Number one, your Bitcoin. Number two, your Bitcoin on the CME. You need to have your DXY and gold, XAU USD, as well as the traditional markets of the SPX, the TSX you can use if you're in Canada, ES1, and the DJI. Okay, so we're going to go over all that in the next 5 minutes. I saw it coming down. I said, we're going to dump. We've hit this level many times. And I said, we're going to come to a few levels. Number one, 11.5 doesn't hold. It's going to jump all the way down to 11.3. If 11.3 doesn't hold, it probably will go to the 21-day EMA and bounce there. But I also saw levels right here at 10,800, which people keep talking about, which is level of confluence as well with the Tenkan, which acts as support. And I also saw down here our trend line from basically 2017 and a flat Kijun for many days, which generally acts as a magnet. Think of a magnet. When things get too far away, the magnet will pull it back in. That is how the Kijun-sen acts. It acts as a retracement level, basically, which will pull the price back down. If it gets too far away, as we saw it getting far away, it will pull it back down to come tap it. So these are levels that are still actually in play right now and could come. And then we have this really strong 10,300. And if you ask me why, well, look how many times in the past we've tried to break this level and we couldn't. So it's acted as a strong resistance all the way back, all the way into 2019. So this has been another reason why I thought we would come back to it, because we broke through it really easily, but we never actually really came back to tap that level. So that's why. Usually when we break a level of resistance that strong, we will come back and at least retest that level. Okay, so now you got the whole perspective of where I'm looking at Bitcoin and what I was thinking. Now, why did I call it up here and what was I looking for as the key piece that you need to learn about? So let's get jumped in to gold. I saw gold starting to lose it from its top. I mean, this is an all-time high, right? ATH, all-time high. So we see that gold was, it ran up pretty fast from the level that it was at like 1800. So I saw it coming down, and then that same day I saw gold starting to come down. And I was like, gold looks quite bearish. It looks topped out. It looks like it's about to come down. We also had a bearish engulfing candle here. So I thought, yeah, we're definitely going to go down. Then we started looking at gold. So gold started to dump. And I said to all my members in my group, around 11.6, we're probably going to continue dumping. and very likely will come down to the levels, to this level, and it's very possible that we could tap the Kijin and have a Kijin bounce trade. Obviously, that's exactly what's happened, and it's up 4% since that point. But that's not what you're looking for. So we see that this is dumping. What else do we look for confluence to know, are we really dumping and should we get out or should we stay in? Very important question. So what I start doing is looking around. So I go to the USD 30. The USD 30 was pumping that day. It wasn't doing anything bad. I go to the TSX. It was coming down, not too much, but it wasn't too crazy. And then I go to the major players like the SPX. And as you could see that day, we were okay. We didn't really dump at all. So we weren't freaking out. I was very calm and just thinking, okay, this isn't very bad, because if we really were dumping, we'd be scared and there'd be fear in the markets, but they weren't. So we see all of these things. We have confluence from gold. We have and then we look and we have a little bit of divergence from the traditional equities market. And then I look at, okay, well, what was happening on BTCD at that time? Are we going to dump from there? I thought, yeah, we probably will, right? This is the Bitcoin futures for the CME. And here we have a gap. So I thought we could even come down to this gap at some point, this 9,800, 9,700, 9,900 level, as well as another one in play. But we still look at this level of the Kijin, our 21-day EMA, etc. Okay? What's the next thing that you look for? The most important thing that you have to look for, if you stayed in this video and you're here still, you'd be very happy to know the most important thing to look for is the DXY. The DXY is the US dollar currency index. This tells us if people are buying dollars or they're selling dollars. Right now, people are in a seller, and it's a seller's market. We are bearish. We're under the cloud. We're under the 200 EMA. We're under we had a TK cross that was bearish over here when the Tenkan went underneath the Kijin. We're bearish, super bearish, and everything's pointing towards down. So it was not a very good thing. And if that day we were pumping, or we were dumping, we would have saw DXY pump and Bitcoin and gold dump. But DXY didn't. This is what gave me all my confidence to say that we're probably in a shakeout and not to worry. And those are the levels we're going to come down to. A lot of people don't look at this type of perspective, and that's why I do. That's what gives me an edge. So I'm teaching you what gives me an edge in the markets. So that is all the things we look at. Now I'm going to show you some correlation. Look at the US dollar, okay? Look at it 3 days ago. So on the 11th and the 12th, right? Look at that. Let's go to Bitcoin, the 11th and the 12th. Here's the 11th, there's the 12th. You see how Bitcoin is bearish on the 11th, and it's bearish today on the 14th. Look at this, the complete opposite. On the 11th, it was bullish, not bullish really, but it was moving on the opposite direction as Bitcoin is. And you'll see the same thing with gold. Look at this. Those 2 days were the complete opposite. So when people sell one asset, they go back into the US dollar, and that's how we can tell. So this is the alpha trading that will help you guys understand how to take a holistic view of the whole market. If you understand for Bitcoin that this is happening, it will also affect alts. That's why Bitcoin affects alts, because people are selling Bitcoin to go into cash. They would be selling alts to go into cash, and that would show. And also, they would be freaking out in all the markets if we had this Corona dump again. So I was not worried at all. It was very cool as a cucumber. And this is something that I think will really help all of you and make you more effective, more confident, and more confluent traders. Do click on that like and subscribe button, smash up the bell, and do that right now, because what I want you to do is be here for the next video where I start giving you guys some trade setups and really break down not just what's happening on the chart, but even going to give you guys some alpha on how to look up, what the fundamentals are going on around the project, what big things are coming up, and why you should be looking for entries before big events happen as well. Because in a bull market, events do positively correlate to the market. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you have a great day. My name is Coach K, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a great one.
Fat candle, fat candle, fat candle, huge fat candle.
On a bull market.
Fat candle, fat candle.
We're going to see multi-X gains again.